Relax.
That was bad.
It wasn't.
It wasn't that bad. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome to Coco and Convo.
Hola.
Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Aquaba, meaning welcome.
Oh, we learned a little language today. Aquaba, y'all. Y'all say y'all.
You said Aquaba?
Yeah,
Thank
Aquaba
you.
means welcome.
Y'all. Okay, so let's hit the question today.
Question is, what do you have too much of?
Stuff.
What stuff?
Like, you know how you just accumulate stuff? I'm trying to minimize the stuff. Like, I'm trying to be more minimal. Whatever I need needs to have a place. If it doesn't have a place and I haven't used it in the last 6 months, I don't need it.
Yeah. So one of my friends does organizing, and she says the rule of thumb is if you haven't used something, I think she says within 30 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
1 month.
Well,
She
she organized my closet and she's like, throw this away, throw that away. I'm like, oh, but I haven't worn that in like 2 years. Exactly. Throw
Well,
it
2
away.
years is, yeah, 2 years. But I ain't gonna lie, I got stuff in my closet that I have not worn and bought.
And the stuff that you don't even know where it goes, right? You don't even know where this thing is supposed to go, where you're supposed to wear it to anymore. I have too much of that.
I admit, same problem. I have just way too much stuff. In our kitchen, we have like 2 junk drawers. It's just random miscellaneous things from all over.
Is that where you put your sauces?
It's just everything. Like
Those Chinese packets that you get from the Chinese
I got a
restaurant.
Himalayan salt block, which we have literally never cooked on.
What is that?
Salt block?
It's a Himalayan salt block. You lay the meat on top of it. It absorbs it. I don't freaking know.
What
We never
country did
used
you go
it.
to and they told you that and you smooth
That would be a
about
nice
it?
way to season your meat without having to take the time to season your meat. But
In my bedroom, I have a nightstand. That's another junk drawer in my nightstand. I have a little caddy on the side, and it has a little random stuff. Like in every room of this house, there is some little area tucked away. Like you can't see it, but right there's a pile of stuff that should have been put somewhere, and it's not.
Yeah.
I just like, let me tuck it in the corner where the camera can't see.
In my bedroom, I have a chair. That's where all the laundry goes.
Oh my God.
It's such a bad habit. I'm trying to break it, but
If I was really real, I would take y'all to my bedroom right now so y'all can see. There's actually layers. First is everything I folded up, and then on top of that, everything I put on a hanger, but didn't hang in the closet. It's on top of the folded
But you have a
stuff.
system. You got a system.
I'm in the process. It's a 2-step, 3-day system to getting things put up. There's too much stuff, and it's like some of this stuff. If we just be real, like it's time to purge it. And so, why is it so hard to let go of that stuff?
It is.
let it go before you become a hoarder.
Look.
Yeah.
She like I am.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay.
So today's topic, y'all, is light skin versus dark skin. We have heard about this topic like how all of our lives. If you in any minority, I'm sure you have a light skin versus dark skin situation. Maybe light skin people assume light skin gets more attention,
more
and
favors.
Yeah, more favor, the favorable black.
Yes.
Versus the dark skin.
My first experience with dark skin versus light skin came, guys know I'm not from here. I'm from Ghana.
We know.
So this is, I want to say, my sophomore year in high school. And some guy gave me a compliment. And he says, "You're so pretty for a black girl. Why? Why do I have to be pretty just because I'm a black girl?
He said for a black girl or for a dark skin girl?
Why do I have to be that? Like, because I just don't understand.
Damn, but this girl, a young lady has a song like that said dark skin. They're always saying that you're pretty for a dark skin.
That's a half compliment. If somebody tells you that, that's a half compliment. You will get a half thank you from me.
You don't even get a thank you. Put in my face with that. Half for a dark skin.
For a dark skin.
So,
what does
for
that even
ass. That's what you said.
Why are we still talking about this in 2018? Okay,
So it's still a thing.
It is still very much a thing, and I wanted to give you guys an example. I did a little quick Google research before we started, and I checked out the top 5 shows on TV right now. The reason for me that it's so personal is like as a little dark-skinned girl growing up, I always felt like the only way you were on TV is if you were light-skinned. You had straight hair or very loosely curly hair. Dark-skinned girls were not really on TV. Natural hair girls, when I was growing up, nowhere on earth. They did not exist.
And if you had green eyes, it was a plus.
Yes.
And then all these dark-skinned girls wearing these blue and green contacts, Lord Jesus. The more European or Eurocentric your look was, the more you were, highlighted. So let me give you the top 5 shows on TV right now. Number 1, The Big Bang Theory. There is not a black person in that cast. Not a single one.
No. None.
They have an Indian guy. I guess they were like dark enough. That's about as far as we go. And they have a couple of different reoccurring regulars. None of them are black either. I love the show, and I'm not hating on it, but diversity. What part of Los Angeles are you in?
To where you can't.
There's no black person.
Wasn't there? What was that show? Friends. I think all through the course of that show, there was only one black guest star. I forget who it was, but it used to be it was big. It was a big deal. That Friends was such a big show. They only had one black character.
I love that show.
But you know the thing? I've watched these shows, and while I'm watching it, the show is so good that I don't even pay attention to the fact that...
Right. But you're like, they're in New York. You're walking around in New York. You're in a coffee shop in New York. People are coming and going, and not one black person in New York.
But is that a thing? Like, is that a thing that where we have to be in every single thing?
If you are going to be a realistic depiction of anything, yes. I just want to know, what part of New York are you in where there's 0 black people?
I don't know if that. I don't agree with that. We have to be in every single show.
It's not about being
in every single big show,
right?
Like,
it's not about being. But how do you have a show? Friends ran for I want to say 8 seasons, right? You have no black person on the show.
I think diversity.
I still don't know who the black person was. I really want to know. I don't remember.
But I think inclusion is important. I think it is important that if you are in the position of power, especially when you have a show that's a huge hit, that you are actively mindful of people outside of your own community and your own demographic, and that you would take the time to purposefully pursue having black, Mexican, Asian, realistic depictions of what life is like in New York. I mean, y'all
I will say,
New York.
I say that I will agree. You do need to show some type of diversity within the show. I don't believe that we should have. You have to have like an Asian. In every single episode. I don't think that. Like, it's not that crucial to me.
Diversity is important because
I see what you're saying.
We watch the shows too, right? We watch Friends.
Okay, so the number 2 show on there was The Good Doctor. There's a black woman. I think she probably identifies as black. She looks blackish to me, but she was very light skinned. Her hair is very straight. There's also y'all ever watch that show Suits? It was not one of the ones that were in the top 5, but it came to my attention because she's engaged.
Meghan Markle. Yes.
So I watched Suits for probably 3 or 4 seasons and did not know that she was supposed to be a black character until they showed her dad. And he was obviously black. So I was like, oh, she's black.
Oh, the supporting, the supporting character of the supporting is always...
The back character of the back character can be dark-skinned, but that main character, she could not be dark-skinned. There was only one other black woman on the show. She's also very light-skinned, straight, very long hair. So it's like, why couldn't there be, why is there only one acceptable look that y'all will put on this show?
But do you think it's still like that? I mean, it's like that, of course, in Hollywood. I see it a lot. But you know how times are changing to where people are not able to, create their own space, creating their own businesses on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all of these different outlets that you will be able to come out and be in front of people. Do you think the biggest people are still have that dynamic where the light skin gets the most attention?
I think so.
Really?
I think so, because a lot of things where you're so the main way, I know people still do print advertising and commercials and stuff, but a lot of times if you're looking for something, the first thing you're gonna do is what? Google it, right? And so you're going to Google it, you're gonna check out whatever comes up, whether it's their social media or their website, and you're gonna look at the picture. You really don't know that much about the person you're looking at. You kind of just get a gut feel for it, right? And if you see somebody, say you're looking for a lawyer, you Google it, you find somebody high ratings, you click on the About Us, you see the picture. She's super dark skinned, she got cornrows straight back. You probably would be like, oh, I don't know.
Which is sad for people to even think that way, right? We shouldn't think that way. But I feel like people are being inclusive now. Look at a show like Insecure. Look at Issa Rae.
Right.
Look at what's her name? Yvonne Orji on Insecure. So,
But
people are
that
being
is
inclusive
different. No, I don't think that's
But that was
inclusive because
produced by a
black person.
woman. Yeah.
starring a black character. It's a
Right.
it's
about a black
show,
community.
right?
But if it's more of a diverse, then we would our dark skins would not be included. It would not be included. I went to a makeup. I was like looking up makeup stuff on Facebook, and I just typed in makeup, and you know how you got the options at the top. You can go to pages, groups, or whatever. So I went to pages, and it's this big makeup page that has like 8-9 million people following it, and I'm going through looking for makeup looks. Everybody white. Everybody white. Everybody white. And I'm like, how you have 9 million people following this page and nobody posted a black or Indian or Asian person in? Like, come on.
I will even Google African American natural hair woman braid. It is still pictures of white women in their braids. I'm like,
it'll show you Khloe Kardashian and Kim Kardashian in
the boxer braid.
The
black
in the search terms because that's what I wanted to. That's how I'm trying to do my hair. I don't have Kim K's hair. I need to see what girls with hair like me
look like.
How is it gonna look?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And y'all don't have those images when I literally put black or African American in the damn search box.
But I will say that I feel like it's more. People are trying to fix it more now. Like, it's more of more people have more control of stuff now. Like, our people have a lot more control today than they did 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and stuff like of the things that you're going to see in the media.
Some people are mindful, but I think some people still are not mindful.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to look how long we've been suffering from. It's not going to be fixed overnight. I mean, it's just kind of starting. So I feel like eventually
What is light skin, dark skin colorism like in Ghana?
Oh, that's a good one.
I see. So when I came to America and I'm dark skinned, I come here and you see different variations of color in black people.
Yeah.
It's not like that in Ghana.
So there are no light skin?
There are light skin, but it's not a lot. Mostly everybody that I went to school in Ghana is dark skin.
Okay.
Different tones. So I remember coming here and sometimes not hating myself, that's a bit extreme, but thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm so dark skinned. You know, there's so many light skin. And not at some point in middle school, not liking myself because I was dark. Because I was never used to that. Where I'm from, everybody's dark. But you come to America where you have some people who are light skinned and you have some people who are white, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm just so dark and I'm just the lone wolf out here, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. Times are changing though. People are embracing their melanin now.
People are embracing it finally, and you see more. I think within the black community, you see more embracing it and more love for it. But from outside the community, looking within, I think people still do show a little favoritism or a little more. I mean, just flip through any magazine and look at the images of black women. You're going to see in that. If you made the advertisement, you pretty darn light skin.
And this isn't just a black thing, because
colorism in the Indian community.
Right.
Oh
my God. Thing. Even in their movies, I remember watching a YouTube makeup young lady, her name is Nabella, and she watched a lot of Bangli movies. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, but they have that where the lighter skinned Indian gets all the roles, but the dark skinned Indian is like can only be the funny friend.
Yeah. You see it too in the Asian communities as well, and I think even to some extent in Hispanic communities, because some Hispanic people are very dark skinned, which I think is beautiful. That beautiful bronze color with that thick wavy hair, but it's not always favored and it's not always put out front. And
so what is the takeaway of this? The takeaway is, y'all, embrace yourself, love your melanin, okay? What about you guys?
I agree. I think we all have to take time to kind of check ourselves and kind of evaluate ourselves honestly. My dad likes to fix up on houses, right? And so sometimes he'll get hired help from just wherever, find a worker and use them for a day or two. My dad had a worker who was a crackhead. Literally a crackhead.
I bet he got stuff done. He was quick.
and he was a very dark-skinned man. He had the nerve to tell my dad, just in casual conversation one day, I won't date a woman who's darker than a paper bag. Dude, you ain't.
You're on crack.
Nobody's beating down your door.
She said, sir, you're on crack.
You can't have stipulations.
Right.
When you got stuff going
you got
like
struggles. You got real life struggles, and your concern is if a lady's dark.
That is a shame.
A paper bag.
It's called paper bag brown.
But
it's
you know
a real
what?
thing. If you're darker than there's a thing like what makes dark skin if you're darker than a paper bag.
Okay, but what makes it from a preference to a prejudice?
I think
What draws the line?
that's a great question.
That is a great question.
Cause like if you like, oh, I prefer a light.
Right.
I just happen to be attracted to more lighter skinned women versus,
Which is fine. I feel like it's being open minded. If I'm standing there and there's a girl, a woman who looks exactly like me, and a man will not even, which I'm fine, I'm married. But if there are two people similar standing there, and you can just open your mouth and say, well, I don't want her because she's just dark.
Yeah, I feel like
it's coming from a place of hate.
Yeah,
Right.
I think when hate
that's prejudice. That's not cool.
Yeah. Oof,
And for all my little dark-skinned sisters out there, or even older people who've been dealing with this and struggling with this for a long time, I think that there is no one standard of beauty. I mean, it comes in all different shapes, sizes, and shades. So
and
please
skin tones, yes.
embrace yourself. Embrace that good milk chocolate. Girl, you are milk chocolate. You are a Hershey's bar. Girl, you better go. Love that, accept that. Stop trying to judge yourself against these unrealistic standards and just love whatever you have. And I don't want to seem like we're bashing on light skin. You out there, girl, you look like a scoop of vanilla. You gonna be the best scoop of vanilla you can be, girl.
You're light skin looking like vanilla.
You vanilla, maybe you caramel, maybe you coffee. We come right to the edge of the light skins, okay? We range. So if you a scoop of vanilla, maybe you vanilla bean, okay? Got a little
Come on, freckles.
Be your vanilla bean, girl. I mean, there's no right or wrong, but we just have to be open-minded to why we still are letting this be a thing in our community in a way of tearing our community apart. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go in the comments, talk about some situations where you guys might have had the problem with the light skin versus dark skin, and any other topics you guys want us to cover. Definitely shoot them down in the comments. We have our subscription button somewhere below down here, and you can click the bell if you want to know when we upload our new videos.
Awesome, and also thumbs up. Like our videos, please,
and you can
follow
find
us on social media.
Yes, Facebook, Instagram, at Coco and Convo. All right, y'all. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.